Welcome back to Tweetsters. In this video, I hope to prove to you using leaked official UK government documents that the British Army and GCHQ are waging a war on your mind and in the process undermining democracy. The UK military's Media Operations Unit consider their principal target population the entire UK population, especially those who hold disproportionate influence on the direction of government, including politicians, newspaper columnists and journalists. These revelations come from a central UK policy document and describes itself as the key document for military media operations. It was accidentally exposed on the MOD website and subsequently released by WikiLeaks. That document does say that telling the truth is important, so I'm not saying here that they'll just make things up. I'm saying that the truth will be edited to make it look good for the UK government. They also plan to give their propaganda to key selected individuals, like journalists, in order to influence public opinion. The document here is focused on promoting the UK military during times of war to support that war. However, one key question needs to be asked. How can the public decide on the credibility of a war if the truth has been massaged? Why try and influence journalists if it is a just war? Why not just let the journalists report as they see? The public cannot be expected to participate in government policy during times of war, as they are not adequately informed. In London 2016, a conference was held called Social Media in the Defence and Military. One talk panel that was delivered by the British Army, Royal Navy and Royal Air Force is titled Maximising Media Support to Armed Forces Activities Within the UK, and will explore how changing perceptions of social media are enhancing media operations at home. The panel also discussed how the UK military can maintain a wide reach over a valid audience with reduced costs. Social media is increasingly important to the portrayal of armed forces at home and abroad on operations, raising awareness of institutional issues and gaining support through successful recruitment campaigns, said conference chairman NATO Stephen Mearinger in an invitation brochure for the event. So I think it's quite clear that the UK military is interested in social media and is engaging with public companies to gain the technology and competence to publish fake news. To support these activities, the British Army created the 77th Brigade in 2015, in part for psychological operations using social media. However, based on the leaked documents, we can only conclude that the primary objective is to sell war and make it sexy to the public. The disinformation campaign against the British public, unfortunately, doesn't just start with military operations. The British spy agency GCHQ has developed covert tools to seed the internet with false information, including the ability to manipulate the results of online posts, artificially inflate page view counts on websites, amplify sanctioned messages on YouTube, and censor video content judged to be extremists. The capabilities are detailed in documents provided by NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden. For example, one leaked doc of their software development wiki page shows they have developed numerous tools to target social media. The tools were created by GCHQ's Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group and constitute some of the most startling methods of propaganda and internet deception contained within the Snowden archive. Previously disclosed documents have detailed the use of fake victim blog posts, false flag operations, honey traps, and psychological manipulation to target online activists, monitor visitors to WikiLeaks, and spy on YouTube and Facebook users. The leaked documents detail the core function of the group as active covert internet operations. It details some more information, like taking paranoia to a whole new level, with a photo change and how emails can help acquire credibility with online groups. They also go on to say how they can stop someone's computer from working by sending them a virus. In another leaked document, it says GCHQ computer network information operations will engage in propaganda, deception, mass messaging, pushing stories, alias development, and psychology. Remember, these are from the government's own leaked documentation. I want to focus and elaborate on the overarching point revealed by all of these documents, namely that these agencies are attempting to control, infiltrate, manipulate, and warp online discourse, and in doing so are compromising the integrity of the internet itself. As a democracy depends on an informed public, even the democratic principles of the West. Among the core self-identified purposes of JTRIG are two tactics. Number one, to inject all sorts of false material onto the internet in order to destroy the reputation of its targets, and to use social sciences and other techniques to manipulate online discourse and activism to generate outcomes it considers desirable. To see how extremist these programs are, just consider the tactics they boast of using to achieve those ends. False flag operations, fake victim blog posts, and posting negative information on various forums. I just want to stress here that this isn't just the UK or Russia, but according to research, this is done essentially by all world governments. It's also worth noting that many of the people to be discredited online may never have broken any laws and may have never been put on trial. Their only crime may have been to hold anti-establishment ideas. Yet these surveillance agencies have vested themselves with the power to deliberately ruin people's reputations and disrupt their online political activity. Claims that government agencies are infiltrating online communities and engaging in false flag operations to discredit targets are often dismissed as conspiracy theories. But these documents leave no doubt they are doing precisely that. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.